Dum da da dum da 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 dum. A Farmer Ben's Productions. Oi! Get off my land! In association with Pan American Airlines. In colour. Winning with battle items. Hello, hello, hello. After all the excitement of that Hollywood blockbuster style opening, it must be extremely disappointing just to hear my voice. My frankly outrageous British accent once again causing much offence. And my standard refrains of, "Look, the little wavy man. God, I hate you, little wavy man. Look at you. Do something useful." The standard refrains. So firstly, I criticise the little wavy men. Then I look around my base. I see all the things which are going on. Boom. At some point, thank you, Sam. Hello, is this Sam back?
Hey, yo.
I might complain about the fact that I've never summoned a 5-star. I don't like to talk about it. I'm pretty sure I've never mentioned it in any of my other videos. Never managed to summon one 5-star. All of my 5-stars come from my 2 training camps.
And you definitely don't rage about it.
I definitely don't rage about it, as Sam says. Now, this video is going to be entitled How to Beat Any Level with Battle Items, which is obviously quite a high claim.
Especially with 3 stars.
Well, yes.
But the thing is, you're doing it with 3 stars. Some people might not even have any 3 stars other than Bane.
Well, this is very true, Sam, but I'm going to be realistic. It's not how to beat any level just using battle items, because as Sam quite rightly points out, you can't. You do need a reasonable quality of hero, but this is
and also
really
you need
to sort
a reasonable quality of your forge.
Yes, Sam is quite right there. You do need a good forge. This is really about how to punch above your weight using battle items. Now, the level I'm going to try and do, admittedly, I'd actually done a lovely video on the last one of the Trials of Mysticism. Yes, I did delete it by mistake, which was not very good. Thank you, Sam. So we're going to go into Morlovia. Now, Morlovia is a rare quest. Now, the rare quests are really important because they are the only guaranteed way to get the
royal tabards.
Well, not on Morlovia, it's royal tabards. But what I was going to say is the ascension items you require for 5 stars.
And 4 stars.
And 4 stars. Not 3 stars so much. The 3-star items you can pick up from farming, like the chainmail shirts and stuff like that. You can farm the later levels of Season 1 and you'll get those. Whereas royal tabards, what are they called? Farsight telescopes, all those silly things. I've never quite understood why the dark
Mysterious
heroes...
tonics.
That's the one. Why do the dark heroes wear the royal tabard? Surely the royal tabard should be worn by somebody more noble, whereas the dark heroes are like the creep... Yeah, that would seem to make more sense to me. But there we go. Anyhow, never mind. That's not the issue here. So
the holy heroes have like orbs or something.
The holy heroes do... What do they... They have
darts.
Darts. Magic. Why do the holy people use poison darts? It just seems very random. Surely the nasty dark heroes should have the poison darts. But anyway, never mind.
So your team is Bane, and Malia.
Yeah, well, actually, Sam, as I was just about to explain to everybody, this would be the sort of standard team that I would take on this level. As you can see, I've got a yellow 5-star, fully leveled up, a yellow 5-star who's not quite fully leveled up on his Andre last
ascension. You won't ascend him because you're leveling June.
That's right.
You could ascend him, but...
I could.
I said, why don't you ascend him and just get it out of the way? But you said, no.
No, I'm not doing it, Sam.
I'm leveling June.
Exactly.
What you don't know is you could ascend both of them right now.
I could ascend both of them. I do have enough darts to do it, but I'm choosing not to because I'm going to do one at a time, and I've decided to prioritise June, even though I got him later, because I prefer snipers to hit all heroes.
You got him, I got him.
Thank you, Sam. Anyway, so we're going to get rid of my mighty team. Let's get rid of Wukong. Let's get rid of the... So my team power, as you can see, is just dropped away to 0. Hang on, Sam, don't just snatch the phone.
Bane.
So we're going to go for my heroes in order.
Bane with the talent grid.
Now, as Sam has pointed out, I have got a few that I've been working on talent grids on 3 stars. It's not something I'd necessarily recommend, but because I like doing the rare events, I have been doing it myself. So now you can see I've got 3...
You've maxed out Nashgar with talent grids.
I have. I've got 3 yellow heroes, still colour stacking. So even if you are a bit weaker, you can still colour stack. Now, on Morlovia, that's easy because all of the enemies are purple. I'm going to need 2 healers, though, because basically my guys are going to be very, very weak. Now, I may significantly regret what happens here. It may be this video never sees the light of day, but we are going to hope for the best. So I am also going to be taking, along with my time stops, which are going to be perhaps the most crucial thing I'm going to take, I am going to take...
Miracle Scrolls.
I'm not taking a miracle... I can only take 1 miracle scroll. And basically, if it gets to the point that they need them, it's probably too late anyway. I'm going to take dragon attacks and bombs. I'm tempted to
You only
take...
have 3 dragon attacks because you use them and then didn't craft them.
Well, I haven't been able to craft anymore because I've run out of hardwood lumber. I'm tempted to take tornadoes instead of minor mana potions. What do you think?
I would take tornadoes instead of dragon attacks.
No, I'm taking my dragon attack. Right, I'm going to go with this then. So I've gone with minor mana potions to boost any little bits of mana, hopefully before my heroes get
I
killed.
would prefer the tornadoes though, because they change the screen and give you 50% mana.
All right, let's go with the tornado. No, I'm going to stick with the mana potions. I might regret it, Sam, and you can always say I told you so if I got this wrong. Now there is this fair chance that this video will not go the way I hope, and I won't even get to the bosses, or if I get to the bosses I will lose. Depending on how badly it goes, depends on whether this video sees the light of day. But the theory is that I have got 2,681 team power, and the recommended team power for this level is about 3,100. So I'm well below the recommended levels. We'll see how it goes. I've got the world energy to raise.
Who recommended it?
Sorry?
Who recommended it?
How do you mean recommended it? Oh, the recommended team power. That is set on the game. Now, my personal belief is that I always try and look for moves in the top 2 rows of the screen, because that means that more tiles get moved around.
So that red.
So I could do this red one. If I move tiles at the bottom, it often means there's very little movement on the board. And that's not going to help me out very much.
I don't think it will see the light of day, so I'm going to go on your computer.
All right, okay, thank you, Sam. Do you want me to call you if I get anywhere?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sam has basically given up. No, I don't entirely blame him. You can see straight away that my heroes are getting pretty badly battered. I'm going to have to keep things ticking over just to keep myself going. It may be that this is going to be a disaster. The enemy mobs are doing massive amount of damage to me. Finally, my yellow hits are doing something back to them. I've got a lot of heroes that are weak. Now, the beauty of the minor mana potions is that I can just sort of do little top-up boosts to try and keep my heroes going. There is obviously the downside to the minor mana potions is they don't give an enormous amount of health to anyone. You can see quite even on this at this stage, even quite how dangerous the mobs are to me. The mobs are doing a massive amount of damage to my heroes. I am going to go for killing this one here. Now this is really important. I'm now down to 1 mob, as you can see. This is really where you have to be so careful doing this kind of mission. Is I am going to then recharge, hopefully recharge my healers, and try and restore my team to full power before I move on to the next wave. So I've lost a lot, but then that mob is going to that monster up in the top corner is going to take quite a long time to actually really take out many of my team. So whilst he is slowly punching them, I will then be avoiding hitting him. He is not killing him is not in my best interest. At least for the moment, I want to use the time to gather up my power and resources to move on to the next stage. So now it is probably looking more likely that killing him may be a better option. So I am getting there. So I'm going to start hitting him with a few tiles. Still don't really want to go too crazy with him. I am going to go for the items to kill him off, because at the moment my tile damage is probably higher than my hero attacks. You can see I've got a yellow gem ready, which means that I will be totally prepared for the next wave. Now that's 1 wave down. I've used 2 minor mana potions, but I'm still, touch wood, in the game. I am just having a look. Where am I going to go? I think it's time to blow the yellow gem. Sorry. You can see that all of my heroes have got the extra bonus attack, so I'm really coordinating that. So Malia is going to be crucial here, because it will mean they've got a much better chance of doing a critical hit. Boom, and that has knocked out one of the mobs straight away. Again, same basic tactic. I'm going to clear a little gap to offload tiles and boost my heroes. Getting this mob killed is not my priority. My priority now is to get my healers going again. So my healers are going. I wonder if Sam's beginning to regret walking away yet. It's going pretty well so far. I'm not feeling too awful about the situation. You can see that even though it is close, I'm being quite strategic with how I'm playing the screen. I'm not rushing to get through each wave. I am taking it slowly, and that's important. It isn't a race. If this was a challenge event, Obviously, speed is really important, but then sometimes, if you're fairly new to the game, speed isn't as important as actually just completing the level. So completing a level is crucial, and sometimes the best way to do that is to not rush. There is a bit of a thing, the game does encourage you to go fast, especially on challenge events, and it's not always the best thing to do. So I think now, right, all of my heroes' health is basically, it looks like they're all back up to full. So I'm going to get Morlovia fired up again. Now I still want to be a bit careful here. These yellow tiles will almost certainly kill him. Yep, I'm going to go for the yellow tile into him. Now, as you can see, going into the next wave, again, I've got a few yellow tiles on the screen. It's not going to be easy. If I offload into this guy in the corner, hopefully that'll kill him off. Boom, one down. Now I'm going to work on the one in the middle. Always best to leave one on the edge for offloading your tiles. Your tiles generate more mana when you are not hitting anybody. So the tiles which are ghosted, the ones which drift off into nowhere and don't hit anybody, will earn you more mana, and that means you can boost your health more quickly. Now you can see, again, same as last time. It's a slow process, it's a steady process, but I can build up my power without actually needing to do anything. I'm going to try blinding this guy. So because Bane's attack blinds him, it means I've got a better chance of not getting hit at all. I'm still working on the top of the screen by and large. I want to try and get Belief to go off to give me some healing. Very close to killing Hawkmoon there, that was a bit of a worry. So you can see quite how dangerous even the mobs are when you have a team of this kind of power. I will probably try and keep him blind. I'm a little bit worried for Hawkmoon here, so I am going to use a couple of mana potions just to get her to go off, just in case anything hits. So you can also use healing potions, obviously enough. Various ways to just keep your heroes alive, but that's really the important things with the mob stage. I'm trying to keep my heroes alive, generate mana, boost my health, and make sure that I'm ready when I go on to the next stage. Now I can see I've got 3 turns, and I can see Hawkmoon's nearly ready to go off, so Hawkmoon will go off. Still trying to get Belief to go off, actually. Belief going off would be good. I'm going to blind him again, because I don't like him being able to see. Gives me a chance, he'll miss. He didn't miss any of those times, but who knows. There we go, Belief is nearly ready to go off again. Let's let Belief go off. Oh, not quite. Hoped Belief would go off then. So I've still got all of my heroes have got over 400 health, which is normally the kind of point I start to worry, is when their health drops below about 400. Hawkmoon and Belief, but one of my healers will go off. This guy is putting up quite a good fight. This time at least he hasn't hit one of the heroes I really didn't want him to hit, which is good. So now, here we go, that's a bit better. Quite a lot more encouraging. I've got all of my heroes back to full health, and we're ready to move on again. So I'm going to hit him with this. I'm going to hit him with this. I'm going to hope... Oh, didn't even need to. I thought I was going to need to use the red tiles there. Wave 4. So wave 4, 4 minor mana potions down. I've still got my main battle items. I'm not using those yet. I am, again, going to be targeting, trying to work my way across the screen. I'm going to hit this guy. I want to leave a nice gap to charge my mana, because it's even more important going into the bosses than it is going into the mob levels. So here we go. Let's see. Oh, I think I probably hit the wrong one on the wrong side to start with. Always a chance. You never quite know which side you're going to clear first. I'm going to need a mana potion here just to get Bane through. So always just using my minor mana potions to hopefully keep everyone alive. And I'm going to hit this guy. Now we are going to go down with some purples and greens. Little bit of damage coming on here. Working my way carefully across the screen again. Oh, Bane's dead, my first casualty. So as you can see, mobs very, very dangerous at this sort of level. I may suffer here quite badly. We've got Belief is going to go off, keeping me in it. Gonna be close, gonna be close. So power is going off. You can see that I've managed to get quite a long way, considering my heroes are not amazing, and they aren't amazing. I'm not too worried now. Now this is the stage where I want to recharge my health. It's a shame that I've lost a Bane. It will make things a little bit harder not having all of my heroes by the time I get to the bosses. There will be times facing the bosses when they are absolutely crucial to keep them all going. See, once again, just charging up my mana by avoiding hitting him. This guy is he's just, all his role is now is to let me have a bit of time. Oh, he missed then, which is even better. Get my heroes back up to health, get the screen a little bit better. Ideally, going on to the bosses, it's nice to have a yellow diamond. I don't think that's going to happen here, unless I'm really lucky. If I can work the screen a bit, I've got a yellow 4 in a row set up there at the top, so that could be quite good. I'm going to go for it now. Boom. Right, now moving on to the bosses. So the bosses are incredibly tough. They are not going to be an easy fight and not going to be an easy win. First thing I'm going to do, hit them with the dragon attack. That will get them burning. They will start to crisp up nicely. The dragon attack does so much damage every turn. I'm going to chuck in a bomb attack. That will weaken their main attacks. You can see that they have done quite a bit of damage to them already. I'm then going to look at my screen and I can see that the obvious move is to go for the 4 in a row yellow straight into them. Now this should hit them quite nice and hard. It's triggered a small combo, enough to do quite a bit of damage to them. Now their attacks are, not surprisingly, incredibly dangerous to me. They will do a massive amount of damage to my heroes. So the first thing I'm going to do now, having set them off, is I'm going to do a time stop. The time stop has gone off there. That will mean that they are no longer able to hit me. You can see it's wiped out their mana and they now have 5 and 4 hit turns before they hit me again. I'm then going to carry on with my attack. Now my heroes really are, their main role in this, believe it or not, is to stay alive. I'm not really hoping that they are going to kill the monsters, because I don't think they can do it. Certainly on their own, they would probably already be dead by now. You can see they're still burning, so I'm not going to throw in another dragon attack, but I will chuck in another bomb attack, and I'm going to time stop them again, because their mana was full. Time stops are crucial. Now, it does require a level 18 forge, so don't neglect your forge when you're upgrading your base. With time stops, touch wood, and I'm going to hope this goes well. I've always been able to complete levels if I've got enough time stops. No matter how difficult it is, the key is to use them sort of periodically and keep things going along. I'm going to fire off this green gem. That should take out quite a reasonable, did I say? You can see, sorry, what I meant to say was you can see quite how little damage that actually did to the bosses. I'm going to go with this blue 5 in a row. It's not a, well, I hoped that didn't go off then, but it has. Now the bosses are going to fire off their attacks. Luckily that one missed. Melee dead straight away, and you can see that is the kind of how dangerous the bosses are. They're still burning at the moment. I am going to chuck in another dragon attack, and I'm going to follow this up with a yellow move. Luckily Melee is still going. Hawkmoon there is going to go off. Again, you can see his power nearly back to full. Time stops going in again there to wipe out his mana and slow him down. Can hit him with yellows. Now, because I colour stack with yellows, the yellow tiles are doing a reasonable amount of damage to him, which is good. That's going to go off again. Now, when I look at him now, first thing I notice is his health is getting quite low. He is still quite dangerous. He's also stopped burning, so my dragon attack has run out of power. So now is the time to hit him with another dragon attack. And in this case, it's finished him off. So there we go. The last level of Morlovia completed just using 3 stars. You can see that I've got my Royal Tabard. That is really why I've done that. And I've got my end results. I'm really pleased with that. I was really worried for a moment, particularly early on, that it was not going to happen. I thought that I was going to lose. Sam obviously thought that I was going to lose, because not only did he think I was going to lose, he gave up and walked away. But now I can take this my phone over to Sam. I'm walking across my house. Here we are, Sam. I did. Do you want to see? Look, there's the loot.
I bet you cheated and changed the team to 5 stars.
Well, the world can see on the video that I did not do that. There was no cheating, no collusion on this particular event. No collusion, delusion, or whatever it is that is said so frequently by a certain president. Anyway. Quite a result. So that really is how you can use battle items to finish anything. There are other ways of doing it. Another way is to use tons of dragon attacks, bomb attacks, axes and arrows, and just really keep whomping the enemy. Use the levels. Use when you've got a mob. Don't race to finish them off. take your time, use the time to build up your mana for the next wave. There's no massive hurry on most of the levels. It's better to complete them than to rush through and find yourself in trouble. Now, this tactic has seen me through many, many levels, especially if I go way back. It takes me back to the Christmas event of 2017. I'll talk about that in a sec, because I'm just going to read what's her name? Vivica is going to say. The vampire lord has been driven away. It was kind of easier than I expected, though. Very nice of her to say that. I wonder if there's a vampire king somewhere ruling above all the lords. Maybe a vampire queen. Maybe we'll find out someday. Well, we have already found out, Vivica, because that was the October, the Halloween quest, which came out. So I have no idea what you're talking about. Seriously, pay attention. Everybody knows what's going on. Honestly. Heroes. Anyway, so that was a really serious video by my standards. I hope it was helpful. This one is really going to be valuable for everybody moving on, and honestly, it can get you so far. Now, I was mentioning briefly that the Christmas event going back to 2017, if I can show you in here, the rare avatar, the Snowman Avatar. This was the first avatar you could get other than the generic ones, which are down the bottom here. So there's the generic avatars that come with the game. The Snowman was the first one you could win by completing a challenge event or a seasonal event. So back in 2017, I managed to complete the Santa event. I only had 3 stars then. I did it mainly by using bombs, arrows and axes with a few mana potions just to keep everybody ticking over. And the same tactics saw me through then as saw me through here. I'm going to change my avatar back to the Hideous Bat, because the Hideous Bat is the one my pocket decided to buy once upon a time, wasting 600 of my gems, which, you know, I could have got two Dawas with that gems, knowing my luck with summoning. Anyway, this has been a video to help everybody. I really hope it is helpful. I cannot stress enough that the tactics that are used here can be used on almost any level. You can do it with almost any hero, as long as you've got enough healers to keep everyone alive. You rely on the battle items to finish the bosses. Remember to colour stack. Remember to use the time to ghost tiles to generate the mana to keep your heroes fully healed, so that each wave you attack, you have got everybody ready and you can do as much damage as you can. Watch out for things like gems. As you saw in that last level, a gem on the bosses, which is not an on-colour gem, so the blue gem, I didn't have any blue heroes, can be dangerous because it fed them a ton of mana, and then they were able to use that mana against me. Really got to think about the screen. On that one, I did slip up. Anyway, as I have mentioned, I hope this has been a big help to everyone. It has been an extremely emotional video for me. I am really quite relieved that I got away with that. I really thought for a moment at the start, as did Sam, that I was going to be deleting the video before it had even begun, and I would have wasted 20 world energy. Anyway, so peace out. It has been extremely emotional. I really hope this helps everyone. May death come swiftly to your enemies. Goodbye.